Hey, you geeks! What a time to be a geek!
It is the moment you've been waiting for.
Netflix just dropped its Avatar: The Last Airbender live-action television show teaser trailer. And I find myself surprisingly optimistic about this endeavor. It reawakened that fangirl spark that I felt so many years ago when I barricaded myself in my grandparents' den so that I could watch the Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 1 marathon before the finale. So long ago.
At my age, there is really only one big surprise left.
With cautious optimism, let's have a look at this teaser trailer. General spoiler warning for the entire animated show, because I think if you're here, you're already a fan of the material and have seen it already. If not, it's been out for a while. Go fix that. It looks like we're starting off with Sozin's comet flying through the sky. This makes sense as it is very key to the underlying plot of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I think that the live-action show will be more plot-focused, even though the 8 episodes with an hour runtime will probably have more time than the 20-minute episodes of the original runs. Just how the plot will be structured is going to be a lot more focused, and live action seems to be geared to more adults. I don't know why they think we want seriousness in our lives, but there you go. With this more plot-centric, character-driven focus, I think we're going to lose a lot of the whimsy side quests of the original show, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
Look, it's the Great Divide, the biggest canyon in the Earth Kingdom.
Let's keep flying.
So long as they keep to the heart of the original source material. And I think they're off to a good start since they now have some old guy's voice waxing about time.
Time? Time is a funny thing.
You know, this is only supporting my underlying theory that Avatar: The Last Airbender is the Wheel of Time for children of all ages. Time, see what's become of me. Sozin's comet appears to be flying over a Fire Nation fort of some sort, and then it cuts to the Fire Nation attack on the Air Nomad temples with some pretty cool bending, at least in miniature here. These scenes, I think, are taken from an extended flashback of Aang's backstory and how he came to be the last Airbender. The teaser supports this with this transition.
The past. The future.
Once we're in the future, we're seeing some familiar-looking icebergs and 2 Inuit-esque teenagers who are looking mildly concerned. Then we're off to an Earth Kingdom door that appears to be opened with earth bending, which is awesome, and the city beyond it looks like Omashu. I suppose I shouldn't be that surprised that Omashu is being included in the show because it's the name of one of the episodes that's been released, but in the original series, this particular episode wasn't the most plot relevant when it came out.
I solved the question the same way I solved the challenges. As you said a long time ago, I had to open my brain to the possibilities.
It does introduce a very important character, of course, the Cabbage Man.
Off with their heads! One for each head of cabbage!
Though I guess King Boomy is somewhat relevant later on, as well as the city of Omashu as a place of importance. So I think they're going to be taking important plot sequences that happened in random Earth Kingdom villages and putting them into the kingdom of Omashu. The teaser doesn't give us that much time to speculate on what is happening in Omashu, since it cuts to everyone's favorite brooding, fiery teenage boy who still just of his eyebrow left.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Though we do get my favorite uncle. I'm guessing that he is the guy who's giving the wise-sounding voiceover for this teaser, which is perfect because, frankly, we all need more Uncle Iroh in our lives.
But the important thing is, the Avatar gives Zuko hope.
Moving forward, we get more general glorious Fire Nation ambiance, and then... is that the Fire Lord? In principle, I really liked how the animated show kept him to be this dark, brooding, almost monstrous nightmare fuel of a character until the 3rd season when he is revealed to be human like the rest of us. But since that's kind of known by the audience...
Did someone let the cat out of the bag?
I can see why they would try and take this a different angle. Although, when that angle was taken in the film that does not exist...
As you know,
a thing can only exist insofar as it is beautiful, true, or good, and Shyamalan's stuff is none of those things, so therefore that cannot exist. Netflix's Fire Lord is at least intimidating, as will be Azula as we see later.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.
We're next cutting to Suki, which almost completely wipes away the sour taste in my mouth from the Fire Lord shot, because she wasn't in, or even misrepresented in that other thing anyway. She and Sokka definitely have some great chemistry already in the teaser, though I do miss his ponytail.
This is a warrior's wolf tail.
Netflix continues to show us that they are not like Shyamalama because they cut next to the Crescent Island with the active volcano on it, which in season 1 of the TV show was where Aang met with the dragon. Avatar Roku. And Roku is the one who tells Aang about the comet.
Aang, you must defeat the Fire Lord before the comet arrives.
At the midpoint of the 1st season, no less. Likewise, we have hit the midpoint of this teaser, and our Avatar Aang finally appears.
Always remember who you are.
Just long enough for us to see him airbend at a reasonable pace. Then the teaser's pace picks up. We get Avatar Aang in the burnt forest from the Winter Solstice Part 1, baby Zuko's Agni Kai, with some decent looking firebending. Aang is on a wanted poster, and he's gonna like that. Ha!
I suppose that counts.
Then it's Iroh and Zuko surrounded by what I'm assuming are the Earth Kingdom soldiers from also the Winter Solstice Part 1. Uncle Iroh has finally put on some clothes. It only took 10 years. Zuko's firebending here like a boss, and Azula is looking quite intimidating with the fire reflecting in her eyes. Sokka and Katara looking concerned. Again, as they should be. But this time they're just wearing their normal Water Tribe robes. They look good, maybe a bit clean for 2 teenagers on a road trip for so many days. What is crucial to keeping animation cost effective is bold color blocking, and when that gets translated to the big live action screen, sometimes it looks weird. The show did a good job of adding textures to the color blocking, like they do with Aang's tattoos that now have undulating curls that individually light up as he assumes the Avatar state. Though he is also looking rather zen about the whole thing. I mean, it was kind of a big plot point in seasons 1 and 2 that he couldn't control the Avatar state.
No, Aang.
By choosing attachment, you have locked the chakra. If you leave now, you won't be able to go into the avatar state at all.
But maybe I'm just reading too much into this very brief clip. It then cuts to what looks like the Kyoshi village on fire. Then Aang comes crashing down epic hero style and blows all the firebenders away. If this is Kyoshi, it means that he won't be using the Unagi to put out the fires. And if I had to guess, I think they're going to put more of Aang's storm arc into this episode, where he's going to struggle about accepting his role as the Avatar with Katara.
I know it's meant to be this way. The world needs you now. You give people hope.
While Sokka is off learning how to be a warrior with Suki. In the original show, Aang and Katara's arc was kind of silly teenage romance cat Aang stuff. And then in the storm, Sokka's off with random fisherman dude who's a complete jerk that Aang decides to save anyway, but then we never hear from him again. So I think it'll land a lot harder, hypothetically, with Aang coming back to save a village that is devoted to him as the Avatar and whose characters we actually will return to as the story progresses. Nearing the end of the teaser, Appa we finally see, and he is flying!
You don't let me!
We're given that iconic trio shot with Sokka just lounging in the back there like the teenage boss he is, and Aang and Katara have the, good friends vibe going on. Katara looks like she's enjoying herself, and it's good to see a different expression on the actress's face, especially as Momo joins the crew and the score takes flight. Pretty sure that they're flying up to Kyoshi Isle based off of the gray statue in the upper left-hand corner there. And then the teaser cuts to the nation's symbols, and that's it. Generally, teasers show scenes from like the first half of the season, so I think these generally came from the episodes The Last Airbender, Warriors of Kyoshi, and Omashu. Having seen parts of the Winter Solstice episode as well, I think that maybe they might be setting the Winter Solstice to be at Omashu, and that we're gonna see Heibai wreck the mail delivery system, because that would be awesome, and then Boomy gets to be the old wise guy instead of just random Earth Kingdom dude number 27.
Your brother is in good hands. I would be shocked if the Avatar returned without him.
But the title of episode 5 is also called Spirited Away. That also fits the vibe of Winter Solstice Part 1.
I'm in the spirit world.
Let me know what you think is going to happen in Omashu down in the comments. All in all, the teaser looks pretty good. They're showing us key characters, bending at full speed, and important locations from the original show. It's definitely passing the vibe check. Though I'm still cautious because even though Netflix shows can look pretty good, there's still the story to consider. My viewers who came to me because I like the Dragon Prince may have noticed the vast omission of that show on this channel of late, because I can't even, though the show looks really good too. For Avatar The Last Airbender, I'm not seeing anything that's going to send me running to the hills, but I'm not taking off my running shoes just yet. There are, of course, some changes I would love to see.
Wait! I thought you were the Avatar's girl.
The Avatar? Why, he's like a little brother to me. I certainly don't think of him in a romantic way.
Though, of course, that change would send other people running to the hills, the weirdos. And of course, there are changes that I think we all would rage against till our last breath if they made them. So time will tell what Netflix delivers. And if you want to see my thoughts as they do, please like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching. Bye!